Going on, world? DS1 Ross. I'm back. Shout out to our family. Tune in. Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Sheep Stay Sleep Live. Shout out to everybody tonight. Back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV with another topic, another very important topic. I did a show a few months ago that was hacked. That's why this is a part two. I think this is a very important topic to bring up now. Well, again, based on the things that's been going on in the world and all these accusations that's been put on a lot of men recently. So tonight I'm doing part two to my first show. Y'all could go check it out. Dick Dignity. I got part one. Y'all could go check out part one. The show was hacked, so I just decided not to continue with it. But now with all of this sexual harassment and alleged sexual assault cases that's being put on a lot of men, I think we need to talk about this and revisit this, fellas. And as I like to do as always, is talk to the brothers, and particularly our, us, my brothers, black men. So tonight the show is called Dick Dignity Part 2. Dick Dignity Part 2. And specifically we're gonna talk about which head gets men, our men, the most trouble, how to teach our young men how to value themselves, and does having sex make you a man? Does having sex make you a man? And as y'all know, my message is for everybody, but mainly I like to talk to us men because men are supposed to be the leaders of the household. We're supposed to be the protectors, and we are supposed to be the guide. We're the guide. We are the ones that should be followed in our household. And dignity is something that I see a lot of black men don't have. And not having dignity leads to a lot of other problems that our community is plagued with. So tonight, I'm addressing us again, black men. We need to have dignity. And I came up with this term because, you know, growing up, you're a young dude. You don't really think about, we don't really think about the quality of women we lay down with as men. A lot of us still think like that to this day. And that's what got us on child support. Um, that's what got us with a whole bunch of children scattered everywhere. That basically tampers with our leadership when we should have all our children under one roof. I'm not saying that always happens. I know relationships end and you may go on to have children with another woman. I don't think just recklessly going out and getting women pregnant is cool, because what happens is you won't be able to guide all of them in the same direction. Your voice will not be carried and effective as much as it should, especially if you're not married to a woman, or if you don't have a solid foundation. If you just running around recklessly just having children by different women everywhere you go, this is what creates broken families too. So let's stop blaming the women, fellas. Let's just stop blaming the women, because a lot of us don't take pride in our dicks. Our dick don't have no dignity. We'll pull up in anything. And when I say anything, it's not just about the way a woman looks. See, this is what we have to understand as men. Looks don't make a woman beautiful. Looks make a woman pretty. Do you want a pretty woman, or do you want a beautiful wife? So we have to start dealing with more quality. We have to start dealing with a woman's values, her morals, her personality. See, a lot of us have low dick dignity because we just look at how women look. If she look good, ready to stick her, you know? Sex starts in the mind. It doesn't start in your dick. And this is what we have to teach our young men. And this is why the head in our pants gets us more in trouble. Because we let what we see trick us into thinking that that's the best decision that we should make. When a lot of times it could be the worst decision you ever made in your life. And this is why we have to begin to value ourselves. And it starts when we're young. So we have to start teaching our sons and the young men around our sons to value themselves as men. And the way you value yourself as a man is first the way you carry yourself, the way you think, what's important to you. We cannot make women the number one importance in our life, man. The number one thing that must be important to you is you, and you being a man. That must be the number one thing that we stress to these young men out here. Because a lot of these young men put all of their value into their dick and think that as long as they got a good dick game, that's going to get them by in life. That's going to get them through everything. And then when that doesn't work, we leave the sister to depend on the system. Because all we wanted was some pussy. You know? That's all we wanted. So we have to start valuing ourselves. We have to. And the way we do that is putting ourselves first. Making sure that we're doing what we have to do for ourselves. It's important that us black men begin to put ourselves first. Because a woman recognizes when you don't put yourself first. And that's when you make poor decisions. That's when you make poor decisions. I have a 12-year-old son. He's starting to look at girls. And I always tell him, it's cool to like girls. It's cool to like girls. It's cool to, all of that stuff is cool. But don't worry about women. Women will always be here. You need to focus on you and cultivating yourself. Get to know yourself. Because a lot of us men don't even know ourselves. That's why a lot of us hate our baby mothers. Because you don't even know what the hell you laid down with until she popped the baby out her ass for you. Now you got all these complaints about women. That's because you haven't sit back and took the time to understand you. If you don't understand you, you can't understand the woman you with. You don't even know why you with her. You don't even know why you like her. And most of the time, when you really sit down with these brothers and talk to them, a lot of them just wanted a nut. They didn't want no child. They didn't want no relationship. They didn't want none of these issues that they created for themselves. They just wanted a nut. But they don't understand that that frame of thinking is what created that situation. Are you just worth a nut? This is what we have to start asking ourselves about these women. Is she deserving of my nut? Because with that comes children. Is she worthy of my seed? Is she worthy of me not using protection and risking everything that I've created or everything that I will create in the future? So the dignity starts from within. We have to value ourselves, black men. We have to know that we're the number one commodity. If we are the enemy of the state, I'm going to use a movie. Enemy of the State with Will Smith was a black man. So if we're the number one targets for police brutality, for all of these things that's going on in society, if the black man is considered the terrorist in society, why do you think that? And if that's the case, why the hell do we got so much low self-worth as men? Why? Because obviously we have the most power that hasn't been tapped into. And that's because we don't value ourselves as men. We look at ourselves as our dicks. We think that's where our power just lies. That's not only where our power lies. That's what the people in society that run society is afraid of. That we will begin to procreate with the women we supposed to procreate with, and then things will change in society for us. That's why they want to keep us in this rut of us just chasing our dicks. I gotta have sex with as many as women as I can before I die. I'm gonna just spread my seed all over the world and not be responsible for cultivating it. You see? We have to think more of ourselves, black men. And this is why the young black men look at the older dudes like, you can't tell me nothing. Because the dudes that's coming to them and talking to them, they're not handling their business correctly. They don't have a woman. They haven't established a household with a family. We're not being, we're not embodying the messages that we're putting out. We're not saying, listen, I don't do strip clubs. I don't go and trick off my money. See, we think that that shit is manhood because that's what the entertainers and the rappers promote to us. Slinging dick, getting money, throwing money at strippers. That's not manhood. That's a false sense of manhood. That's being a lame, running off, tricking off your money. When you need to use that money and put it back into your family and establish business and establish a legacy. You see? And that's why the head in our pants get us the most in trouble. See, that's what creates broken families. When men don't respect their dicks. And we don't respect our dicks because we don't respect ourselves as men. We think that that's what makes us a man. The size of your dick, how much money you got, how much women you laid down with, how much women you disrespected, how much children you got out of wedlock, how much children you got by 5 or 6 different women. A lot of us think that that's manhood when it's not. And this is why a lot of black men are in the predicaments that they're in. This is why a lot of black men are stressed out. Because you got children by 2, 3 different women, and you still haven't even got your life together. You still haven't accomplished anything in your life for you to properly even provide anything for a child. And then on top of that, you had children by women who ain't shit. Because they was basically with you to get a nut too. And now that baby here, they're going to put pressure on you. And they're going to blame you. When you the man. If women are emotional and men are logical, you were supposed to be the man to step up and say, I'm putting on a condom every time we have sex. And I'm not busting up in you until we ready to be a family. If you don't want to create a family with me, I'm wearing a condom. But how many of us men are mentally strong enough to tell a woman? We're not, because we think with our dicks. Because the first thing we'll say is, if you tell a woman that, the average woman, she might not give you the pussy. Now you like, damn, I couldn't get no pussy. She had a fat ass. She had a nice body. I had it. But what you did was actually save yourself a lifetime full of problems and drama. That's what you really did. You see? See, our problem, black men, is we running around wanting to be liked by our women. Our women like us naturally. We need our women to respect us. And a woman respects you based on the things you stand on, your principles, what you would and what you won't do. That's when you get respect. We too caught up in this little boy mentality. I gotta look cute so she could like me. Grow up, nigga. Get some respect out your woman. You see? Because in all my relationships that failed, a lot of them didn't like me after a while. But if you go and ask any of them, they'll all tell you they respect me. Because they respect the type of man that I am. And if I wanted to get back with any of them, I know I can. Because now they at a point in their life where they know a dude like me is important to their life. But at that time, they didn't see that. They didn't see the things that I was trying to get them to do would have kept them out of the predicament that they're in now. So now they want to listen. Now they want to adhere to what I had to say. Now they want me to lead. It's too late. And it's good that I left those relationships without any children, because then I would have had to deal with their headaches. You see? So it's always a good thing that I always kept my dignity. And we always have to do that, black man. Don't let pussy break you. You a man. And that's when a woman gonna respect you. Like I said, she may not like you for that time, but she's gonna respect you. Because she gonna look 5, 10 years later, when she got 1 or 2 kids and they buy a ain't shit nigga, she gonna think about you. The man that was trying to lead her in the right direction and that was standing out on the front line as a leader. She's gonna remember that and she's going to respect that. She's gonna miss it too, but she's gonna forever honor you. And that's what black men need today. We need to restore our respect and honor in society for our people, not for the world, but for us. See, it gotta start with us. We gotta love us. Fuck how somebody else feel about us. What about your people? What about your woman? Do your woman respect you? Fuck if the white woman respect you. Fuck if the Asian woman respect you. Do your woman respect you? Do your woman honor you? And if they don't, why? That's what we gotta ask ourselves as men. We're logical. That we need to have these discussions. And one of the things is men can't stop fucking around because we think by having sex with all these women make us a man. And this is why I tell my son that shit don't make you a man. You know what that's gonna do? Not having dignity gonna make you a deadbeat dad. That's what it's gonna make you. It's gonna make you an absentee father. That's what it's gonna make you. That's what it's gonna make you. And that's the worst thing you could ever be. Because I know some foul dudes in the streets, but they take care of their children. They take care of their family. What they do in the street don't stop them from taking care of that family. And that's what we need to be worrying about. How do we look to our family? How do we look to our children? Money don't make you a man. Don't make you a man. Money is a tool that you need to survive. That's it. But it don't make you who you are. What makes you who you are is within there. That's what make you a man. Principles you stand on. The things you won't do and the things you will do. That's what make you a man. Is your word your bond? Can somebody trust you? What do you stand for? What you would die for? That's what make you a man. See, if you're not willing to die for what you believe in, you wouldn't die for your family. See, we got to teach these to the young men. We got to tell our sons, don't let these rappers and all this jewelry and all that shit fool you. That don't make you a man. And that shit is not real. That's a fake perception of a man. That's entertainment. That's not real. And don't aspire to be them. Aspire to be you. You see? And we need to have these talks with our sons. Don't tell him he has an age limit to when he gets some pussy. If your son grow up a late bloomer, so what? What does that mean? He got plenty of time to get some pussy. Plenty of time. He need to focus on himself and building himself up, loving himself. See, that's why we have low self-esteem for our dicks. We don't love ourselves. We don't love ourselves. We stressed out. That's why we only want a nut. And we don't want a family. Low self-worth. We don't think we worthy of leadership. This is why we have to do a lot more self-development as men. We got to get these self-help books and read them. Because manhood is very important. It's imperative. Because that's what's missing in the Black community. Manhood. True manhood. Not this plastic facade that we call men, that we see on Instagram and Facebook. All that shit is a facade. You see? And these self-development books will help us heal. It'll make us see that we worthy. You see? And a lot of us men struggle with self-worth because we haven't had a dad around to instill that. Or we could have had a dad in our life that struggled with self-worth issues also. So he instilled that in you. See, we have to understand that development is a constant thing. We must continue to evolve as men. This is a constant thing, fellas. This is not something that is just developed and then it stops. No, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. We gotta keep striving. Keep striving. And you're gonna have periods when you on a low, when you on a decline. That happens. But you can't you can't let that affect your vision for yourself. You can't let that affect your belief in that what you want to be and what you want to have for yourself. You still have to see it. You still have to feel it. You still have to know that you're going to get this. You're going to have this. I'm going to be this type of man. I want this for my family. I want to embody the things that I talk about. You can't let the fact that you're not financially stable right now. You cannot let that affect how you think and how you feel about yourself. And sometimes you're gonna feel bad. I'm not gonna sit here and say you're not gonna have bad days. Shit, you might have a lot of them. But as men, we gotta keep treading that water. We gotta keep swimming. Because if we don't keep swimming, we're gonna drown. We're gonna drown. And then what our young men gonna have? We talk about these young men being effeminate. Why do you think they're effeminate? Because there's no men around. There are no men around. And when I say men around, there are no men present in their life to give them something to look up to when it comes to manhood. There's no men around teaching them what it is to be a good brother, to be a good man. This is why we have no brotherhood as men, because we fucked up. We don't know how to think. We think very minute, you know? We just want to be fly. That's all we want. That's what we done settled for. Black men done settled for being fly dumb niggas. We fly, but we dumb as hell. We fly, but we deadbeat dads. We absentee fathers. Just weak ass niggas. And we think, because we could call five thoughts to the crib and have sex with all of them, we think that that's manhood. That's child's play, homie. That's child's play. You see? And this is why you gotta teach these young boys. Sex don't make you a man. You should only be really focused on having sex until you're ready to procreate, until you're ready to have a family. If you don't plan on having no children by these women, don't just be running around having sex frivolously all the time. I'm not telling you to get not to get your rocks off, because people won't do that. But don't make it a habit. And every time you do it, wear protection. And you let that woman know, I value myself. We are here in this room right now at this moment because we both drunk some Hennessy, we both smoke some weed, we high, and we want to fuck. So that's what we gonna do. And I'm gonna put this condom on. You let her know that. And if she try to convince you not to wear one, don't have sex with her. Don't have sex with her. Go in there and beat off. Go in there and jerk your dick. Go nut on a rag. Because you can't afford to ruin your life over a sex act. See, we got to start telling these women that you're not worth me ruining my life for. I'm not ready to be a father. So I'm going to put this condom on. I'm not ready for this. I'm just trying to bust a nut. If you going to let me bust this nut, I'm going to bust this nut in this condom. You go get another loser to bust a nut in you. I'm not a loser. I'm not aspiring to be a loser. I'm aspiring to be a winner. And I'm going to win. See, we need to have that mentality. That's what our sons need to be growing up with. A winner's mentality, a winner's spirit. And you not gonna let nobody take that from you. Not even some pussy. Cause that cheap thrill is not worth you ruining your life. Straight up. And we just have to be honest with these women and let them know that. And whatever that woman call you, oh, you lame, you scared, you this, you that, I'll be all that. But I'm not dumb. I'll be all that, but I'm not dumb. That's what I'm not. I'm not dumb. I could be whatever you saying I am, but I'm gonna win. I'm not gonna be 30 years old with 2, 3 kids and no career and no investments and nothing for myself. Just in case you want to try to take my children from me, I can at least have my own spot to bring my children. If you want to put me on child support, I have a way to pay it. See, we got to start teaching our young boys to think like this early in the game. Because you got a lot of women out here that are womb hustlers. They go out and they look for dudes just to impregnate them, and then they use the system on them. This is why I say dignity. Because you got to watch the quality of woman you laying down with. You might be laying down with a womb hustler. She just ready to get pregnant by you. She just ready to get pregnant by you. So she could go get more food stamps. So she could get free milk, WIC. They're going to move her out her Section 8 apartment and put her in a new one with more rooms. She coming up off you just by you busting up in her and getting her pregnant. See, the system is not geared for us black men. We can't go have 4 or 5 children and get $700 worth of food stamps. They're going to tell you, nigga, you better go get a job. You can't go have a baby and they just give you housing. That's not for men. That's for women. So we have to explain that to our young boys and let them know. Don't let no woman come up off you. Don't do it. Focus on self. Because once you doing what you need to do for your life, women gonna come to you. Like my mom said, a woman could smell a good dude. Whether he got money or if he don't, a woman could smell that shit. And a lot of women are vampires. They come and suck all your energy from you, leave you dried out. You be borderline suicidal. You know how many dudes out here, if they wasn't smoking weed, they be done killed somebody or killed themselves because of the shit that they put themselves in, using their dicks the wrong way, letting their dick lead them to hell. You in personal hell because of your dick, nigga. Not because of no woman, because of your dick. Because you let that head lead you. Because you couldn't stop. You don't have no sexual discipline. You can't tell a woman no. You can't see a fat ass and walk the other way. And that's why where you at today, black man. This is one of the main reasons why. We crying about child support. But a real woman won't put you on child support. Why you laying down with these womb hustlers? Why you laying down with these womb hustlers? Because that's what these women be doing. Finding dudes that's vital, that's young. Yeah, I'm gonna make him have 2 kids by me. You think women ain't out here doing that? Just like dudes. Damn, she bad. I'm gonna put a baby up in her. Same shit. See, us men don't believe shit stink till we smell it. And that's the problem with us. We need to be more logical and less emotional. We too emotional, black men. We not thinking this shit out no more. The women are starting to outthink us. Because they picking young dudes and making them knock them up. Now she got you for the next 20, 25 years of your life. When them 20, 25 years could be spent on you building yourself up. See, we got to stop looking at it like, oh, I'm too old to have a child. If you in shape, you got enough money, your vitality is still there, you can have a child at 40 or 50 years old. But the average nigga thinking, oh, I ain't gonna be able, my dick ain't gonna work at 50. Yeah, because you done laid up with 200 whores. You done had children by 5 ain't shit women who probably got kids by other bum ass niggas that probably got kids with 2, 3 other jail niggas. And she picked you because you was in school. You was trying to do the right thing. So she looked at you as, oh, if I lock him in with a kid, he gonna stay with me. See? Now you stressed out. And it's a lot of young black men in that predicament. Because we was just trying to get a nut. We gotta stop that shit, y'all. Gotta stop it. We have to stop it. We're more valuable, man. We're the leaders of our family. We're the leaders in our community. So that starts with with discipline, sexual discipline. Black men are the most wanted men in the world. Every woman want to be with a black man. But that don't mean you supposed to go and fuck every woman who want to fuck you. Don't work like that. Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. Let's choose wisely, man. Let's choose wisely, black man. Stop letting us be identified by our dick. Because that's what we looked at now. Look at all these groups on social media. Gray sweatpants matters. Beard gang matters. This is all sexual shit. Then you get caught up with the wrong woman. Now you hate women. When you decided to lay down with her. You supposed to be the thinker. Not her. You. Because see, when women think about sex, they think about how you gonna make them feel. Because they emotional. But that's the way men starting to think. Emotional. We gotta think past that. Gotta think past that, y'all. Dignity. Dignity is key. You gotta stop thinking sex makes us a man. Your body count don't make you a man, homie. I'll make you a man. Especially if you out here having kids at the same time. That don't make you no man. That make you a goddamn fool. That's what it do. And that's why a lot of women are waking up and they shitting on us. Because we not thinking no more. We not thinking past the sex act. What happens after the sex? What's going to happen if I get this woman pregnant? Is she worth me having a child with? I just met her in the club. We fucking in the bathroom stalls. Why am I not strapped up? We in a hotel room after the club. Why am I not strapped up? Start thinking, fellas. Don't keep using this, oh, men are logical and women are emotional as a fucking analogy. Like that's some shit we could just say to sound smart. But every time your little dick get warm, you ready to go hop in anything. Raw at that. So we gotta stop playing ourselves. Because that's what we doing. Stop playing yourself, black man. If you got caught up with a womb hustler, that's because you ain't had no dignity. That's why. Because you went and got you a bottom feeder woman, a woman that's a bottom feeder. That's what you went and got. That's what you went and laid up with, a bottom feeder. A woman who don't think that much of herself. Why are you having children with women like that? So let's start being real with ourselves, family. Let's start being real with ourselves, man. Real talk. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Good looking for coming through. Good looking for supporting Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Very much appreciated, man. Very much appreciated. Let me see who in the chat. I'm gonna get some shout outs. Shout out to my man PGS, Polite Gold Shoes. Shout out to my brother Black Worlds. They're looking for coming through. Peace to the God, Zeus Flippy. Peace to my good big brother, The Darkness Awakens, my brother JT, Chef JT. Peace to the lovely Majestic. Good looking for coming through, sis. Peace to Yasmin Lewis. Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV, sis. Peace to my sister Black Beauty. Good looking for coming through, sis. Peace to Kate Brooks. Glad to see you here, sis. Thank you for your constant support. Shout out to Elm City. Good looking for coming through, sis. I know this is some shit you wanted to hear. Let me see who else up in here. I'm scrolling up the chat. Shout out to my big brother Megalodon. Shout out to the Bay Area. Yee! JB back. Peace to you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Simply Deep, 1985. Shout out to you, brother, for coming through and showing love. Shout out to LSJ. Great to see you, sis. It's always a pleasure. Thanks for your listening. Shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to the people that's listening that ain't in the chat room. But shout out to everybody, man. you know? But I definitely think, this needed to be talked about, man. This definitely needed to be talked about. Definitely. With all these things going on, these sexual allegations against these black men and other men, but I'm mainly, talking about black men. And that's because we don't have no dignity. We don't have no sexual discipline. We don't have no control. And then when men get money, we think we really could run around and just swing our dicks around. You got to cut that shit out. Because like I said, there's women out here who are hustlers. They'll use your imperfections against you. Oh, he think because he got money, he could just run around and swing his dick. Oh, okay. I got something for him. We gotta come on. And I'm not saying that that's the case with all these situations, because a lot of these dudes are creeps too. But I'm just saying that men have to protect themselves. And the way you protect yourself first is by having discipline and having self-control and not doing certain shit. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. See, we wouldn't really have to worry about getting caught by a womb hustler if we had dignity. We wouldn't have to worry about getting sexual harassment charges and stuff put on us if we wasn't so if we wasn't so pompous with our sexuality in the workplace. If we didn't think that money, me having money, makes me feel like I could do whatever I want with my dick. You see? We have to start taking ourselves seriously, black men. It's not a game out here. It's not a game out here. It's not. Trust and believe. It's not a game out here. So what some of us men need to do is, if you a man that's used to having sex with a bunch of women, purge. You got to go on a sexual fast. See how long you could go without having sex. That's a solution. Say, yo, I ain't gonna have sex for 6 months. And see where your life is at in those 6 months, and not you laying down with all these women. I'm not gonna have a girlfriend for the next 2 years. I'm not gonna have a girl for the next 2 years, and I'm gonna go on dates occasionally. And I'm gonna choose if I want to have sex or not. See, because most women nowadays think when a dude take them out, after that he want to fuck. But imagine how our women will start looking at us if we just didn't, or if we didn't expect pussy. Imagine how they'll look at you then. Some of them will look at you like a sucker. But those are the women you don't need to be dealing with. See how we can weed those type of women out just by doing certain shit, man? We can weed the bullshit women out by just doing certain shit. We don't have to keep bombing on the ain't shit women. We could do certain shit to weed them out. So we don't even have to worry about them. But if you still out here chasing your dick, no wonder you keep getting caught up. And no wonder you keep having bad shit to say about these women. And I'm not gonna sit here and say like I don't have my opinion about a lot of shit, But I know a lot of shit I don't have to deal with because I'm not with a bad woman. And I'm not out here chasing my dick. The stuff that I have to say about black women is me saying that we need to heal and mend our relationships and stop bashing one another. That's my thing. I'm not with the bashing shit. But see, a lot of us bash each other because of the shit we've been through. This is why we have to stop doing the same shit. Like my man Suge say, if we want to change, we have to change the things that we do. So if you want a woman of substance, if you want a woman of quality, and that will be there for you to be your helpmate, like a woman's supposed to be, guess what you're gonna have to do, homie? You're gonna have to look for women in different places. Stop going to the club. Go to Barnes and Nobles, nigga. Go to a bookstore. And not to say bad women don't read books. I'm not saying that. But you got to start from somewhere. And the change starts with you. It don't start with the woman. It start with you. Because you attract whatever you are. You attract it to you. So if you running around looking for a nut, you going to get you a womb hustler. You going to get you a little thot. That's what you could, because that's what you out looking for. Because you chasing your dick. Your dick going to lead you right to a womb hustler. And your ass going to be on child support. Then you want to cry about the child support system. But you created the situation for yourself by thinking with your dick and not with your brain. Not thinking further than the sex act. You caught up in the feeling like a woman. But you saying you a man. But you caught up in the feeling like a woman. See? So we got to do better, black men. We got to do better. And it starts with our dicks. See? Starts with our dicks, man. We know every woman wants some of it. We know that. But does that mean we need to give it all away to everybody? Because if you give away everything, that means what you gave away ain't shit. There's no value to it. There's no value. Where's the value in us? We got to show women we value ourselves. And not just by wearing fucking Jordans and red bottoms and Hermes belts, nigga. But what you stand for. See, we putting our value into all the external things. Because we think those external things make us men. Because we watching a bunch of clowns on TV. And we using that as a blueprint to perpetuate manhood when that's not manhood. That's not manhood. Them niggas are entertainers. They are entertainers. You think them niggas is the same way when they at home laying up with their baby mothers or laying up with their wives? Hell no. Hell no. They different dudes. So we gotta stop falling for that bullshit and start telling our young men and our sons that that shit is bullshit. I tell my son that all the time. That shit is bullshit. Those are not men. You don't know how those men operate in their house. This is entertainment, man. All they doing is trying to sell you something. They're selling you an image. That's not them. And we perpetuating the same bullshit in our community. Then we wonder why we looked at the way we looked at. When half these rappers, athletes, and entertainers are tricks. They use their money to get these beautiful, well, I'm not going to say beautiful, pretty women. They using their money. Them women wouldn't be with them dudes. And a lot of them women that they with are womb hustlers. They with them having a bunch of kids, bomb, because they could pay for their life. So those women don't gotta be accountable for being who they are. They could hide up under a lame nigga with money and keep being the fucked up person she is. But she could mask it under this lame nigga. Cause he's sitting there paying for that to keep that bullshit up. See, these dudes are lames. You see? And this is why these women are exposing these dudes. We are in the time of exposure now, man. So we gotta tighten the fuck up. We gotta tighten up. That's why we being exposed. That's why. Cause you already exposed yourself as a lame. She already looking at you like, I ain't got no reason to respect this dude. And see how I know all this too? It's cause I hang out with women. I got a lot of homegirls. And see, when I'm around, they know they can't lie around me. Cause I'm gonna tell them, stop lying. Stop lying. So when I be around my homegirls and we chilling, they giving it up. Giving it up. That nigga lame, he's lame. This nigga keep calling me, he's a lame. But it's this other dude, I like him so much, he don't even know I like him. This the type of shit I be hearing from women. But I can't fuck with him because he ain't got no money like that. Right now, I need money. My baby father in jail, I need money, so I ain't got time to fuck with him. See, these women out here hustling. I hear this from women. I've heard it. Come on. Women love men that they can respect, not men they like. Because liking is a feeling that could turn on and off. Your woman may like you today, she may not like you tomorrow because some shit you said to her. But did she lose respect for you is the real question. See? So, shout out to y'all, man. Glad y'all tuned in, man. Sheep Stay Sleep TV, Dignity Part 2. You know, like I said, shout out to everybody in the chat. You here, make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, you know, subscribe. And black men, we need some dignity, man. Let's get some dignity for ourselves. You know, you got some young men around you, teach them to honor themselves, man. Honor themselves. Honor their image. That's very important. Have some dignity in your dick, young man. Because your dick don't make you a man. Your dick is a part of you. What make you a man is how you think. That's what make you a man. So let's get back to teaching black men. Let's teach these young black men how to be men and not how to be tricks. Because that's what these young boys is now. They tricks because they watching these lame ass celebrities. That's what they doing. So shout out to the Sheep Stay Sleep TV family. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, hit the like button. And I'm gonna let y'all go, family. So I'm your host, DS1 Ross. Shout out to DS1 Alliance, DS1 for life. And y'all have a good day tomorrow. And I see y'all tomorrow, man, with another one. Just tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, as always. And remember, y'all, we gotta heal before we build. Let's heal before we build. Because if we keep trying to build without healing, we're gonna keep destroying ourselves from within. Self-inflicted wounds. We don't got no more time for that, y'all. It's time for us to get it together, black men. Let's do it. It starts with dignity, respect, and honor for ourselves as men first. And honoring ourselves as men is honoring who we are from within, not from without, from within. So let's get that together, y'all. Sheep Stay Sleep TV, DS1 Ross. I'm out, y'all. Peace.